Hi, everybody. Welcome back to this week's Creative Compass. I'm Kim Balthazar. I'm an oil and cold wax abstract artist in northeastern Pennsylvania, and welcome to my studio. I think if you guys have been following along, I missed last week, so I have a little bit to catch you guys up on. I had laryngitis. I'm just about over it. Thank goodness I have a good immune system because all that it affected really was my voice. I felt fine otherwise. Thank goodness, knock on wood. So, a lot has happened in the last couple weeks, and we will get to that. I will fill you guys in. But first, I wanted to talk a little bit about mastering adulting. I've had 5 decades of life under my belt now, and sometimes adulting just sucks. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It's hard, and even for positive people, which I think myself is one, it's hard to stay optimistic when you feel like everything's like going nuts around you. And luckily, where I'm at now is definitely so much better than where I was 6 months ago. And I am so thankful for that. And a lot of you guys helped me through it, and I appreciate it. And thank you for being here because it means the world to me. But yeah, I had a rough week. So it's funny because I just found this. I was going to talk about this topic anyway, but sitting on my desk, a friend of mine gave this to me, and she was going through a ton of stuff, and it resonated with me. So it says on the one side, I dwell on positive thoughts. What a great affirmation, right? Easier said than done. But on the other side, it has a little phrase. It says, each thought I choose is like a drop of water. When my thoughts are positive, I can float on the ocean of life. How lovely, right? Yeah. But again, some days that adulting raises its ugly head and it's tough. It's you feel like you're drowning in that ocean of life instead of floating. But and I'm not saying all adulting is bad. I mean, thank God we've gotten to this point in our lives to be able to handle all of these things, and the wisdom that has come through, experiencing life events. But yeah, it was a little tricky. So I just wanted to give you guys 3 little tips that might help you get through those tough days. And one is just to celebrate the wins, the tiny ones, the ones that you think are so minute, they don't even matter. They do. They do. You paid your bills on time. Good for you. That is a win. Win-win. You made a healthy dinner. Also a win. It's like the little things may not seem like so much when you're actually doing them, but add them all up, big wins, and you already feel better, right? Right. So the second thing I wanted to give you as a little bit of a tip is spin the struggles. So what I mean by that is, say your car has over $5,000 in repairs that it needs. It's an old car. It's got a lot of mileage on it. But yeah, it comes as a shock. So instead of dwelling on the negative and all the repairs and things that this car may need, you find yourself in a new lease for a brand new car. I think that's a pretty cool win. That's a good way to spin the struggle. And now you get to drive around in a nice new car with that beautiful new car smell. Excuse me. And the last little tip I would like to give is just about self-care. It doesn't have to be huge. You don't have to, be a gym rat or do 6 classes like hot yoga. Like, no, you don't need any of that. Even if it's just something as small as taking a walk, like go outside, get a little bit of fresh air, or maybe dance in your kitchen with your dog. How fun is that? Small things like that will just get that dopamine going, that serotonin, and before you know it, you feel a little bit better. So those are my 3 little tips when adulting gets you down. And now we're going to go in to the goals that I have for this upcoming week and the accomplishments that I've made in the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to reference my handy dandy little journal. And let me report. Might help if I went to the right section. So in the last 2 weeks, I have photographed Shattered Blue, which if you guys follow me on Instagram, I think I posted it here on YouTube too, in my community section. So check it out if you missed it. But it's one of my new paintings. I photographed it. I got it up on the website, and I can check that off the list. So another thing that I accomplished was my commission. If you guys, a lot of you guys know this, but I'm working on my biggest commission to date, and it's going quite well. Knock on wood, knock on wood. I think this is metal. Weird. Okay, sorry. I digress. So I wanted to get at least the base layers down and get this started. So the client really wants a heavily textured piece. I started it with some molding paste. I added some collage texture. And today I just put on a couple more layers. There were already like 4 layers of like paint that were in different stages of drying, paint and cold wax. And today I just went over with it's almost like a glaze of India yellow to unify the whole thing. And I'm going to let that set up for a day or so. And then I'm really going to get to work and get all those middle stages in. Hopefully, my goal, I'm skipping ahead a little bit on this one, but my goal will be to have it pretty much wrapped up by the end of this week. The client does want some more collage work in it. So I'm going to do a check-in probably, by Thursday with the client, show him where I'm at right now, and then add in my, the collage words that he wants. But I want to double check, are they in the placements? Is it the right font? Are they big enough? Like things like that. So I'm going to do that. And let's see, what else? Oh, I have to make the words to collage. I might do a video on that like later down the road. I make them in the computer and then I print them out on tracing paper and I use that to collage them in. So if you're interested in that, drop a comment. Let me know if it's something you might want to see more about, and I would be happy to make that video. And then, this was big news. This was a big accomplishment. My new website, kimbalthazar.com, went live. I haven't really publicized it yet. It still needs a little bit of work, but I had a soft launch. My Instagram subscriber group, the great people that they are, and I love them, they knew about it first, and they gave me some tips and pointers, and I cleaned it up, and now it is ready to show the world. So if you guys see this, please take a look. I haven't gotten all of my paintings up yet, but there's a nice little variety there. You can go through it. Let me know what you think. So that was big. That was a lot of work. It still needs work, but the majority of the work is done. So the whole rebranding, going from KB Fetzko to Kim Balthazar, it's a lot of work. New logo, like all the little things you don't think about, business cards, YouTube banners, profile pics, like all sorts of things. So that has been a big undertaking the last 6 weeks, 2 months, and I feel very accomplished. I'm very happy where we are with that. All right. And then, yeah, I think that is about it to report. I think, that's a pretty busy week for me coming up. I won't, I'm traveling next weekend, so I need to accomplish as much of this painting and my art things during the week so I can have a little bit of fun this weekend. So, with that said, my other goal for the week is to just stay positive about this commission because I know once I hit the ugly stage, my positivity might tank a little bit, and I don't want that to happen. So I know it is going to come out fantastic. The client's going to love it. It's going to be so successful. And I am just going to breeze through the ugly middle stage. It's not going to give me any trouble. Right, universe? Right? Right. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. Remember this week, you dwell on positive thoughts. Okay? Keep that in mind. No matter what comes up in your week that might kind of push you off your track, off your positivity track. So, yeah, I wish you all a very happy and productive and creative week. Hope to see you guys back next week, and thanks for watching.